Hello, big ass boyfriend. I bought you a house. Come on, pink. You must be like it.
Alright, long time no see, fellas. Caleb's iPhone the 4th. I'm back with another video. I'm doing this shit as a job, alright? It's not for fun anymore. I'm not enjoying it. I'm tired. I'm stressed out. I'm overworked. But I'm still gonna make a damn video because people keep DMing me saying, Caleb's iPhone, we need another video. Thus, I will supply. Today's video is definitely a video, that's for sure. If you want to skip the whole intro where I give a little bit of an update, you can go to this timestamp, which I'll put on screen, but it'll be quick. How are y'all? You doing good? Hope so. Glad to hear it. Sorry for the lack of vids. I'm not enjoying it either. I'm having to make a lot of sacrifices right now because life has simply gotten too busy. I'm renovating a house, I'm working 40 hours, I'm running a clothing brand. Listen, I got shit to do.
And I ski, and I need to chill at least a little bit every week.
If you want to watch videos of me and my friend skiing that I edit, you can go to the Sort of Snow YouTube channel. Please check those out. It's been tough out here, but we're getting closer every day to making cooler, bigger, and funnier content for the old YouTube channel. Sort of Snow, my brand and my YouTube channel with all those skiing edits, it predates Caleb's iPhone and all this social media influencer bullshit that I'm on now. So go support that and support my life's work, and then maybe you'll get some more tier lists, you know what I mean? And once I get my full content master setup in the new crib, I think that's when shit's really gonna get going. The MacBook in my shitty childhood room on a plastic table, it does me well, it gets the job done. When everything's finally dialed, I think it'll be pretty epic. Enough yap. 2025 park skiing predictions. Who's gonna tell you them? Me. This is either stupid, fried, or real as fuck, so you can determine which prediction you think is truthful, but I think I've formulated a pretty good trend forecast list. Call me the prophet. Call me Moses's iPhone. I'm looking into the future, and I'm giving you the insights that you might be a 13-year-old who doesn't really know much about the whole core skiing thing. You're trying to be cool, but it's kind of hard to understand. Listen, okay? This is what you can do to be ahead of the curve, and it starts off with number 1, the great slimming. Pants undoubtedly are going to get smaller. They've been really big, and it seems like they've only been getting bigger. This year, I think there's a noticeable slim down. Overall, the majority of skiing, I think, is going to stay baggy, but a select few pros that people think are cool. There's going to be cool skiers busting out the skinny pants this year. People are going to be surprised. That's prediction number 1. Prediction number 2. Tubes are no longer cool. Okay, maybe this is a manifestation. Maybe this is a prediction. Tubes are out. Skinnier rails are in, okay? I think we have to acknowledge tubes as pretty much the next logical step above box, and that's fine. Learn your tricks, do your rail tricks, do your slide, but if you want to do some more official, swaggy tricks and get some OG core respect, we're gonna have to see some more rails. We're gonna have to thin up in the pant department as well as the rail diameter department. My prediction number 3 is, and this is, I don't know if 0-3P8 comes out next year. This is 2 years in a row with 0-3P Street video. So if they keep it up, you know, quick turnover, I think 0-3P8 is substantially worse than 0-3P7 by most people's views. I don't know who they're going to get to work on. I don't know how it's going to end up looking, but I predict powder, and I predict no BMAC, thus making it a little bit worse than 0-3P7. Next prediction is the cool core head Salt Lake City snowboard guy swag that a lot of skiers are going for, including myself, more than pretty much anybody else, I would say. I'm trying to cosplay a snowboarder out there on the mountain. I think that's out. I think the new Dustbox Volcom, this whole thing that people like, I think that's out. One color outerwear kits in, as well as women. Women are in, and I hope this doesn't piss off any old level 1 guys or schizophrenic Instagram dudes, but I'm backing the ladies this year. Queens, I'm thinking it's time we take over the mountain. The teenage white dude park skier, listen, I'm all about him. That was me. I think I'm a pretty sick dude. I'm proud of who I am as a person. I think, and this is my thought, I'm over getting called out in my DMs. I don't really care what you have to say. In order for skiing to grow, we should look towards making skiing more affordable and subsequently, hopefully getting some more diversity on hill because, you know, if we're having a candy salad, right? Get this candy salad to not all be, what's like a white ass candy? Thin Mints, a white dude candy. I'm gonna say like Nutrageous Reese's bar, candy corn. I think more diversity and cheaper ski price. I think it benefits everybody, and I think it starts with the ladies. Ladies are coming in. They're changing the vibe in the park for the better. All right, that one was kind of serious, but this one's less serious. I'm thinking an Asian prodigy and or Asian prodigies emerge. Now, we've seen it in skateboarding. We've seen it in pretty much every sport. The Japanese, they get their reps. They have hard working ethics. They train, they use numbers, and they're just producing talent like we haven't seen before. Yute Horigome. What, Sun Woo? We're gonna get some of that in skiing. We're gonna be seeing more recently here some Japanese prodigies that will eventually, I think, take over the comp circuit. Next trend we're talking about is social media snow sports skiing bullshit. It's in, and it's as in as ever. The Gene skiing guy on Instagram who keeps tagging sorta. Thank you. I didn't ask for it, and I don't think I'm like the chorist clothing brand. The guy who runs the brand makes YouTube videos and begs for sales. I don't think that's very core, but I do appreciate it. I think he's the start of a whole new wave of skiing influencers. They're taking over. Skiing Instagram and TikTok will have more of an influencer vibe, I think, herefor. Speaking of social media, this guy's pretty good at social media, Jesper. Y'all know I like Jesper. I think Jesper enters the GOAT conversation this year. I think his street video was a lot better than a lot of people could have expected. And there's a lot of great clips, and he's been consistently putting up competition numbers and doing notable tricks in terms of the progression of skiing for years. Let's talk about it. Jesper, same country as Henny. It's gonna be a hard argument, but I think we put Jesper's name in the mix. Am I wrong for that? Bad music and skiing videos is in. I think snowboarding has been first to the trend as far as like putting like crazy screamo distorted songs in their parts for the past, ever. But skiing, we're gonna try to be even more like them, and there's gonna be good parts that come out this year that people talk about how bad the song was, and they can't even watch it because the song is so bad. That's a prediction I have. Watch that shit happen. And you can also watch halfpipe skiing. It's in. Halfpipe is up. There's going to be some more cool halfpipe skiers coming up. I think Nico Porteous is breaking down the door. The halfpipe's going to be introducing some more flavor. Snowboarding halfpipe, I think, has a lot more flavor. But I think it's just because of rotation count. Skiers, we just love the rotation count. Let's up the amplitude. Let's back the rotations. And let's check out what Nico Porteous is doing. And let's copy him. Next up. Jet Skis movie 2025. Will it come out? I hope so. Wouldn't be surprised if it doesn't, but they gave themselves a pretty good cushion to get this bitch popping. I think the take that everybody's gonna have about jet skis, and it's not gonna be original, so I'm gonna ruin your take right away before you even get the chance to feel special, is Zoot Space is better than the Jet Skis movie. Zoot Space is so much sicker than the Jet Skis movie. Yeah, the Jet Skis movie is really, really, really good, but Zoot Space is a little better. It's like Whole Lotta Red. It came out, everybody was like, this shit sucks, he's like weird and a gay vampire now, I don't really get it, he's been weird to Iggy Azalea, I don't support it. A couple years pass, he doesn't post anything, and next thing you know, Whole Lotta Red is like one of the biggest albums culturally ever. So I think the same thing's gonna happen with the Jet Skis movie. I can't say that it's gonna be like the most culturally significant skiing thing ever of all time, but I will say it'll be really fucking good, and everyone's gonna say that Zoot Space was better. Next prediction: highlighter gear, bright helmet, bright pants, bright boot. I think the monochromatic swag, the earth tones, the less vibrant swag, I think it will still be in play more than ever, but I think we're gonna start mixing it up with some accessories and some highlights, whether it be in the ski boot category, the helmet category, the goggle category, little flashes of color, because the skiing outfit, there's a lot of potential, and there's a lot that can go wrong.
We're gonna have some innovative minds pushing skiing in a direction that highlights a bright colored,
whether it be binding, boot, piece of gear. I think gear is gonna get brighter. Neon is in this year. Head skis is in. I think head skis is in, and I also think that if you are a big ski company and you want to pay me, I will lie in these videos and try to get you some sales. I think Head maybe hopefully sponsors a couple more cool core. What does even core mean? I gotta make a video about that. But like core-ish gibbers. Hopefully, because I think Head has some opportunity here, and I think they have some feet and some doors that could potentially get the stocks to rise as far as the park skiing department goes. They'll probably blow it, but there is a chance that Head becomes cool this year, I think. Line Skis. I think Line Skis is gonna have a big controversy. I don't know what it's gonna be, but I think they've been too happy, too family friendly, too, you know, silly, goofy ski brand for too long. There's gonna be some sort of controversy, whether it be about the durability issues that have transpired for a long time, whether it be about a big dropping of the team or a drop of a certain rider. And I think people on the interior of Line Skis might also suspect the same thing. And along the same lines, I think Armada is gonna have a controversy, but I think whether Line Skis, what it is, I don't know. I think Armada is going to drop one of their biggest, most OG-est respected riders this year. And they're going to try to do it silently, act like no one's going to notice. But Armada's team, it's been big. It has like generations stacked up on it. Someone's going to get in charge. It's going to be like, yo, cost efficiency chart. This guy, he's old. I don't think he's bringing the sales anymore. Get him out. And could potentially damage what Armada's been all about, but maybe not. Maybe they keep it core, maybe they keep the family intact, but I have a prediction that some big Armada rider either is going to get bought out by another brand or just flat out leave. So yeah, Armada loses one or many of their OG team members. Next up, Abner Wyman, Wibbity Wabs, Vishnu skier, one of the GOAT. To skiers like me, Wabs was a very influential figure. He was very famous, he was very popular, he had a good swag, he did good tricks. He was like the first Vishnu guy that I ever saw, and he was inspiration to me. He got corked like a couple times, did a couple backflips, but overall, a very vertical and flat skiing career. Pretty decent success. But recently, he has gone ghost. He is making wine. He is playing golf. I don't think he misses skiing at all, but skiing misses him, and I think Wabs comes back for at least one skiing clip this year. That is my prediction. The Bunch. They've been promoting this new movie for a while. I don't really know what's going on with it. I thought it was set to release and it didn't. Maybe they did a tour. But based on the way they did the tour and what I've heard thus far, I think this is another Bunch movie for the not Bunch fans. I think this is a good movie for the outdoor sportsman, the REI shopper. The last Bunch movie especially, I think me and my friends had a hard time enjoying because maybe we don't give a fuck about cinematography or POW skiing, but I think we just give a fuck about the vibe, and the OG Bunch vibe has changed greatly. Not to say that the video won't be good, not to say that the video won't be successful, not to say that the video won't be well made and the cinematography is really good and the drone shots are really awesome and the powder turns are really cool, but the Bunch used to be for people like me, and now the Bunch I think is for people who are not like me anymore. Maybe I'll grow into a successful guy who can like tour and shit, but right now I'm in northern Michigan struggling every day, and the Bunch, they're not for me anymore. They're not for me anymore. I love them all. They're the most important part of my skiing childhood. Slush is back, baby. Slush is back. Slush is poppin'. Jib League is poppin'. And I think there's going to be some good games with a lot of success this year. Last year, the year before, we simply did not have enough Slush games. The concept is easy. It is good. It is profitable. And we need to get Slush back in business, back in operation to bring it to what it could really and truly be. I don't know how much control Joss has over Slush. I don't know how much, you know, if there's any corporate hands in the mix, but I think it could use some new life. It could use a 22-year-old with very little life plans who loves to travel and is schizo about editing videos. Slush is back, and I think they could use me on the team. Get me on the team. This is me. This is what I found when I Googled me. What Bruce Oldham found when he Googled me too, because he put this picture of me in the thumbnail. I think beefing with Caleb's iPhone is going to be at an all-time high. There's already people in my DMs, on YouTube, on Instagram. They're trying to beef with me. But I've been dodging the sneak disses. I've been dodging the not sneak disses too. I don't really care, bro. I think I'm doing some good shit. If you think my opinions are good and valid and my videos are funny, you can watch them and you can enjoy them for what they are. And if you don't have to. But I think there's gonna be a couple people beef with Caleb and or copy Caleb. Steve Stepp, right after I did the whole Bruce Oldham thing, made a post. Oh, Bruce Oldham, I'm coming for you. And you know, Steve, you were one of my biggest influences growing up. You're funny, kind of like me. I think we should do something together. Maybe bring the two satire skier guys together. Have you done anything with it yet? I don't know if he's done anything with it yet. I was kind of hurt. I commented. I was like, yo, could I be involved? And he was like, yo, come to Salt Lake City. I was like, Steve, what happened? I don't know if I'm going to put that in the video. But beefing with Caleb's iPhone was in. I'm going to have a lot of people coming at me. And I probably won't respond. I probably don't care that much. But, you know, keep your eye out. There's going to be some sneak and not sneaky, full frontal nudity disses towards Caleb's iPhone. Alex Hall is going to get sponsored by Rolex. I think this is inevitable. He's handsome. He looks like a Rolex model. He's tall. I'm surprised I haven't seen him rock the Rolex over the mitten already. If he doesn't have a watch sponsor yet, has this already happened? I don't know. Alex Hall, Rolex. Eileen Gu. I think Eileen Gu, I have two predictions for Eileen Gu. And I have a lot to say about Eileen Gu, and I'll talk about it in another video. I've heard she's really sweet and really nice, and she's hardworking, and I respect that. But I don't trust her. There's something about her, and it could be her team making her look this way. It could be herself making her look this way. It could be a combo all around. But the way that Eileen Gu markets herself and the way that whenever she talks, I'm just getting talked down to the whole time. I am scum compared to this woman. She looks at me on the subway and scoffs, clutches her Louis Vuitton purse closer, and she thinks to herself, ugh, this is not why I like skiing. Eileen Gu represents something in skiing that I do not represent. And I think that is okay. And I do not want to have any problems with Eileen Gu, despite maybe a 15, 16-year-old Caleb sending her a hate DM once and getting a lengthy response. I think the standard that Eileen is kind of trying to set for young girls is a little unrealistic. Stanford, super smart, cross-country, hard-working pro skier. That's not possible unless you're from a $1 million family that lives in San Francisco. But that's okay. I don't hate somebody because of their circumstances. I believe what Eileen Gu is doing is trying to appear as if any girl can do this. Any girl can accomplish their dreams in the way that Eileen Gu did. And that's simply not true. You can be smart, you can be a pro skier, you can be a lot of different things, but unless you have the backing from the industry and from the family and from, you know, all this other conglomerates, the CCP for crying out loud, you're not going to be able to have the same success as Eileen Gu. But she's number one. She's the most popular skier maybe ever, and I got respect for that. She's spreading the sport, and she is a good example. She does good things. She's not smoking crack and fucking crashing out on the BART. She's, you know, going to school and talking like she is God. She is literally the best woman to ever exist. But I digress. That's a little bit of a rant. I don't know if I'll put that in there. Eileen Gu is going to cure cancer. That is my prediction. Eileen Gu, I don't even know what she's going to school for. It's probably neuroscience or some sort of doctor bullshit. Whatever it is, she's going to make a groundbreaking discovery in that field, and it's going to be the cover of Vogue, and everyone's going to talk about it. And I think this will lead into her later career pivot, which I can almost guarantee this as a fact. And that is Eileen Gu is going to run for some sort of political office. She wants power. I can see it in her eyes. Her family, everything that she has going for her, it's leading her into this place of extreme power. Will it stop at super pro, skier, celebrity, model, actress, perfect girl, billboard lady? I don't think so. I don't think it'll stop until she is a leader of a country. And yeah, that's what I think. I think Eileen Gu makes a medical discovery and becomes a political leader, if not this year, in the near future. God, this is gonna be a pain to edit. Beer is out, wine is in. That's what I think. I think the beer drinker, spliff smoker, park crew stereotype, I think that's gone. Spliffs will stay the same, but instead of, you know, chugging down a nice Midley Light or a tall boy, we're gonna be grabbing a glass. Whether it be a bitter red or a sweet white, I think wine is in. I think skiing and wine guys, we're gonna have a crossover. It's already happened with Meeks. It's already happened with Wabs. I think it's gonna happen more with park skiing as a whole. Beer is out, wine is in. Emotes, them motherfuckers are in, alright? Be happy, celebrate your trick, be silly, be goofy. The normal claims of like putting your hands up or like flexing like an old school afterbang skier, maybe those, you know, those are good. I think we need more of those anyway, but I think we need to start offering our own unique emote. I tried to bring back the head smack last year. I remember Meeks was doing that shit back in the day, but I think I'm gonna be doing full emotes after I land tricks. Maybe hit a little wave action. Emotes are in. Ferdinand Dahl is gonna win a Jib League. I don't know if he has yet, but he will. That's a prediction. Matej, so he didn't get a gold, right? I made this, and I still haven't watched the Big Air. The filming, editing, streaming, working, my whole schedule's fucked. But my Matej prediction that I wrote a couple weeks ago, you know.
When I wrote these predictions, I never made this fucking video because I have no energy in my life, whatever, complain, right?
My prediction was that Matej would win back-to-back X Games Big Air Gold, which I believe he was rejected, correct? He wanted to win. But I think one of these X Games or one of these big competitions coming up, you're coming home with back-to-back golds. If you need some help, Matej, you can always hit up my line. I can say you fell off on a YouTube video whenever, and if it gets you fired up, cranked up, ready to fucking quad, you know, I'm here for you. But my prediction is back-to-back golds for Matej. That's my prediction. Uh-oh, Skier gets called out for being a really bad guy. That's what I have for my next prediction. I want to break the story. I know there's got to be at least a couple of them. I know a lot of skiers I don't like, that are assholes, that are mean. I need to find one of them that is either rude to women, or, you know, did some sort of foul play, maybe beat somebody up, maybe manipulates people. And if you have the story, hit me up. Let me break the story. I think there's an evil guy in the industry, and I think they will get exposed this year. This one's kind of a random one. Woodward E. coli outbreak. I'm gonna just leave it there. And finally, my last prediction, there's going to be a huge mainstream skiing breakout. I kind of want to try to do this eventually. And this is fried, and this is a long ways away. I've been thinking about pivoting out of skiing and, I don't know, working towards making videos for more of a wider audience. There's going to be a crossover. There's going to be, whether it's some big interview or some big YouTuber or some big live stream or whatever. There's going to be a crossover, and I'm always down to be a part of it. If you're a big industry person, hit me up, but I doubt any of you guys watch my videos. And my final prediction that I have is that I crash out because I'm so tired and I can't do this anymore, bro. I have put my heart and my soul into skiing. Did you like the video? Did you not like the video? I'm really tired. I'm gonna go ski. I don't have the mental capability to talk about skiing in an interesting way because I'm heartbroken. Skiing has broken my heart. Thank you for all the love and support. I'm gonna keep skiing because it's something I love to do, but expect different videos down the road. Expect more videos this month. Expect collabs, expect clothes. Check out the links in the description.